Hello, I am back. I've got the motor, and in my haste and excitement I've already installed it. Completely forgot that I was supposed to put it on video, but there you go, that's me. Basically, that's the old motor. The seller I was getting this off tried to talk me out of it. He tried to say it probably isn't the motor. He was saying it's more like the worm gear, this thing, or down here we got the optical sensor, and he was thinking maybe it was more that. But for me, this resistor here was getting hot, and there was more friction to the left than there is to the right. I don't understand why, but yes, it wasn't working properly anyway, was it? Anyway, I've put this in now, and I'm pretty much ready to see if it works. I haven't tested anything else though. I haven't tested any of the buttons on the side of the wheel, on the front of the wheel. But the motor working, if the motor works, I can actually get to this if it is faulty and fix this. This won't be an issue. Hopefully anyway. What I have done off camera is I did take the optical sensor out because of this bloody seller trying to talk me out of buying this, and I did do some testing with it and the resistors weren't measuring. I'll show you a picture of it now, the before picture. This is the picture afterwards. I found a component off another board, measured the same on the circuit, so I swapped like for like. This one's measuring something that there were other ones on there with the code 103 on, and they measured 799. This one I took off the board measured the same, 800. Wow. But I put that in, and I don't know whether that's good enough, but off the spare board that I took out, there are some on here. So if I have problems, I can take that optical sensor back out and replace the resistor for like, because there are some on there. I mean, they're bloody tiny. I'll show you, but you ain't gonna see. There's some round here. I haven't read the codes, but I think there's so many there's gonna be the same surely. So anyway, what I've spent so far, the wheel cost me £8.50 plus £8.99 postage. This board, I had to buy this board even though the board probably wasn't faulty to begin with. I thought it was because it was reading shorts to ground, but there you go, maybe it's supposed to. But I buggered the chip up, so I had to buy the board anyway. So that cost me £24.50 plus £2.69. The motor cost me £13 plus £2.69. I took a couple of quid off him for that, got him down a bit. All in all, these little prices add up to £60.37. So this wheel has cost me £60.37. I've looked on eBay though, and some of them seem to be selling for 150 odd quid, so I think I'm alright. Anyway, should we plug it in and see how it fares? Yeah, I haven't got it plugged into, well, I haven't got it plugged in to check the buttons yet. I'll get it. Well, there you go. Look at that. So it seems to be working. I've got hot glue that still. Oh yeah, it all seems to be working fine. All I did to replace this, I mean, you didn't miss much really. You just disconnect that, that's it, I think. Unscrew here and here, and I held the screwdriver under the bowl, and you can actually pick it up from an angle anyway, so you can get the new one on quite tight, quite easily anyway. It's not, this bout ain't that tight, so it doesn't, and you can angle this at an angle so it does go in nicely. It's not a problem to put this in. It's nice and easy. I was thinking it might be a little bit hard, but it was alright. So I'm going to button it all back up, and yeah, I know people say you shouldn't button it all up before you test it, but I don't believe in superstition. It either works or it don't. It's electronic, so I will. And I like to do it anyway, because if I put it to the side for a couple of days, it's got all the bits and pieces all together. So I'll put it back together again, and then I'll set it up to test, I think, because I'm going to have to test all the buttons on it and actually playing game on it, I think. Okay. Right, so we'll do a little test. Got it plugged in. Ooh, haven't plugged in the pedals. Just a sec. I can't really race, so I haven't got it bolted down now. That's another thing. I've got an expense to pay. I've got to get the clamp for this. I would give him my one, but this one didn't come with one. And you can't hard mount this either, which is a bit silly really. I think this is a good enough model for you to be able to hard mount it, so I think really they were slacking there. You could engineer something. I mean, I engineered some old pedals once before, and I was able to hard mount them. I just put some little nuts in and everything. It was alright. So yeah, I'm going to go through the menu and check the buttons. At the moment, they all seem to be going alright. Some F1 2019, shall we? Not a lot of room here with my TX in the way. This is the big boy. This is my baby, this one. I don't want to unscrew this because it's so difficult to put back on again. This table's so thick and it's hollow in the middle. It took me about 5 minutes just to get one screw through, and it's really irritating, so I really don't want to do it again. Right. So far all the buttons I've pressed are working. Don't know what's gone into a funny aspect. That's just nothing to do with the wheel. Can't bother to sort it out. Let's do a time trial. Yeah, there's something weird going on with the aspect ratio in there. Hold on. That's annoying. Zoom for some reason. I never touched the bloody thing. There we go. Let's do Spain. I daren't do Monaco without the wheel strapped in. My time ain't very good on here. I think I've done a 120 odd. Actually in qualifying, not on a time trial. So I'm playing F1 2019, in case you didn't see that. I think you did. You cannot race like this. This is bad. Should use sticky pads or something for now. So that's working. How do you change the... Oh, yeah, I can feel the force feedback. That's good force feedback. All the buttons are in the wrong place. DRS works. Oh, I seriously can't do it in this cam. Right, how do you change the cam? Have it in T-cam, innit ya? Oh, can't do it without it strapped in. Really, really bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to undo my bloody TX. Damn it. Even then though, I can't clamp it or nothing. Right. Bear with me. Okay, I've got it on my... we're recording, okay. Got it on my rubber mat. Still slippy. I can't mount it. You need a bracket. If I'm very careful, I might be alright. The force feedback's strong, you know. It's pretty good. Feels good. I wish it didn't slip about. Invalidated time. Oh, I missed it. This is really hard to drive like this. Worst time ever. Right, DRS button's in a weird place. I'm not used to it being there. It's actually a nice wheel though, so it feels right to hold. I've only got the cheap Ferrari 458 wheel, that version, on my TX. Oh, this is my personal best getting away from me. This is really hard to drive like this. No, go on. You touch that camber, you're off. This is such a unforgiving track. But yeah. Jobs are good. And I mean, I'm not all quids in from that £60.37. To get this sold, I've still got to buy a couple of more things. I might be nearing £100 by the time I've done that, because I can't sell it without the clamp. I think someone's just offered me on eBay, because I have one watched, think someone's just offered me 20 quid on eBay for one. It might be 25. I don't really want to pay 25 quid. You can bugger off. So I might see if I can get him down a bit more. Or and actually look, see if there's another one. Also, the pedals, I haven't tried them pedals out yet. Yeah, them pedals, I actually tried to fix the spring because the spring had snapped, so I put my own spring in it. It's not the correct spring. It's definitely looser. I've got another spring to add to it to see if I can tighten it up a bit more. And then I need to play it a bit and see if it actually breaks on me or what. So yeah, I've got that to contend with, and clamp to contend with. So I could end up having to buy pedals. So I could be 40. I could be on 100 quid here spent on it, and then that would be, well, I'll get 150 quid for this. This is 100. That is 50 quid profit. I'll try and sell it on Facebook as well, so I ain't got to pay no VAT or fees or whatever it is on it, and on eBay and PayPal. I think PayPal's 5%, I think, and eBay's 10%. But at the weekend, I think it might be a £1 listing thing. So if it is, they will go on eBay, and I will get good money for it on eBay as well. The thing is, with Facebook, you get knocked down what you would save. So guarantee I'll put these on for 150 quid. Someone will say, oh, you take 100. I'll have 50 messages saying that. You take 70. So sometimes it's less of a headache to do it on eBay. If you get a smooth sale on eBay, it's grand. Sometimes it's like, don't work, mate. And you've got 30 days as well. You got to hold that money for 30 days because they can just return it for nothing. So yeah, all the buttons seem to work. Haven't come across a button that don't work. Yeah. I love the force feedback on it, you know, I was shocked by it. Such a little motor. It feels good, it feels strong, man. And there you go. Dirty tyres. DRS. So that resistor I placed, I mean, that must have done something. Yeah, that little tiny little resistor I replaced on the optical sensor. I wasn't convinced, but yeah, it's working. I think that's probably the first successful micro soldering. Okay, I know what that is. That's the pedals disconnecting. There's a little clip's gone on it. There you go. You have slight heart attack. I thought it was broke then already. But yeah, this is pretty good wheel, man. You can be competitive with this wheel. I mean, if it was strapped in, I'll be killing it right now. I'm on time trial, so it's pretty strict with the bloody corner cutting on here. Barcelona! Nope. I can't do it. I can't not do that corner without it being quick on the old steering, because it's going to slip, so I can't be quick, so it's going to spin out every time I do that corner. Plus this next one coming up, so normally have flat out if you get it spot on, and I cannot chuck it It's alright doing it like this, but with the force feedback as well, it just all the time it just spins. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That is item number 3 on my channel, completed. That is item number 3 on my channel, completed. That's the word, completed. So successfully completed. Is it 3 items? Yes, it is. So I've taken 3 faulty items in and I've repaired them and got them going. Can't argue with that. Okay. I'll continue this video when it's been sold. Okay, it has sold. Finally got rid of it. No, I quite enjoyed it. It was good to have got it completed and got it fixed. But yeah, here are the numbers. I had to spend quite a bit, so there is the total amount that I got paid into my PayPal account after the PayPal fee, which was $5.11. Postal fee on eBay 60p. eBay fee was $15.99. I could have got that cheaper if I'd waited for the pound thing, which is on now. It's just about to finish actually, but yeah, I didn't want to wait. I just wanted to get it sold, and I wasn't sure. I did wait until the weekend because they were doing it every 2 weeks, and I waited to that weekend and it didn't come up, so I just listed it. But it actually happened the week after, and yeah, it's been on for a week rather than just a weekend. So I think they're doing it every 3 weeks now, but for a week. Might be wrong, but that seems what they're doing. Yes, so that was $15.99 for the eBay fee. This was the parts I bought. What I mentioned last time was £60.37. I think it was £60.37. It's £60 something. Pretty sure it's 37. And that was for the motor and the board. I didn't need to buy the board, but lesson learned. So that was 25 quid I paid for the board, I think. Yeah, something like that. $11.99. Yeah, also that's not just for the board, that's actually for the item as well that I paid for. So that's all in for the board, the motor and everything. That's £60.37. That's for the wheels, everything. So, and $11.99 to post it through Hermes. £25 for the pedals. The pedals, I'm saying are 25 quid because I gave my TX pedals to them, and I've bought some T3PA ones. So I valued them about 25 quid. You can get them for about 25 quid. You probably get them 20 quid. At the minute they were quite popular. But yeah, I valued them at £25. The clamp, I bought a clamp for £10, but it didn't come with the bolt. So I bought a bolt, M10 I think it was, and they were 100 mil, I think so, 100 mil M10 bolts, roofing bolts. They come with some little nuts. Put a couple of nuts on, and I left a gap about that much between the head of the bolt and the nut, and I had a metal bar about that long, and I stuck that in between and welded that on, and welded the nuts tight and everything. And I also rounded off the top of the nut, because in the clamp it needs to be able to move up and down, so it needs to be rounded off like the original bolt would be. So that, I should have took a picture of that and showed you, but I had to get it out quick, so I was rushing to pack it up and get it down to the co-op and hand it in. So they got it that day. It got taken that day, so that was that. So in total all of it was £126.15. That is all in the cost of buying it and getting it going. So deducting that from my sale price, my profit was Dun, dun, dun. £34.74, which ain't too blimmin' bad. I'd probably spent, I don't know, I reckon about 2 hours, 2.5 hours in total of time, completely looking at it and going over it and looking at the board and testing things. Yeah, I mean, I didn't spend that long on it, really. I don't know, it wasn't really stressful anyway, it wasn't bad. So for £34.74, and I've got a blimmin' item out of landfill, ain't I? It's back on the streets to be enjoyed, not on the streets, in the house. You know what I mean. So yeah, it's a good thing to do. It's a good little hobby to have, isn't it? It's just fixing things up and getting them back out there to be used. So that's that. The TMX has completed. Now I have to review what I want to do next. So if you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Bye.